Hi everyone, welcome back to Mouth and Matter. If you're new here, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and let's get right into this. Um, so today we're going to be talking about the Webtoon 2020 like Canvas Awards. I'm gonna put this video underneath my like Webtoon problems playlist, so you can just go there. If you see me looking down, y'all know the drill. I have my notes, so let's just start. So the breakdown, Webtoon held its first ever Canvas Awards. I think it's gonna be annual now. It's gonna be like a yearly thing. So where it'll be like Canvas Webtoons nominated by readers or fans in 6 different categories, which I'll talk about in a second. So there'll essentially be 6 Webtoon creators who won in each category as a result of fan voting at the end of the whole thing. So the voting period was between 23rd and 27th of November, and it ended like 3-4 days ago, I think. No, it was announced like 3-4 days ago, I think. When was that? Like 14th of December. That's when it was announced. But the period of time to vote was 23rd and 27th of November. So the categories were romance, comedy, slice of life, fantasy, sci-fi, supernatural, and yeah, those 6: romance, comedy, slice of life, fantasy, sci-fi, and supernatural. So yeah, everyone caught up, everyone up to speed. Let's go. So I actually voted for this thing, and I went to Canvas Corner to like see the results when it was announced, and unrest. That's all I can say. Unrest. I was a bit like, what's going on here? Everyone was pretty divided. There are either people who are pretty happy or people that were very bummed out. And I was like, yeah, I mean, your fave didn't win, but like, that's how life be. That's just how it works. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking until I saw what was at stake. Until I saw what the winners won. And tell me why this whole thing was a haze for me, and I'll get into that later. But tell me why it didn't register to me what would the winners would win. Tell me why it didn't register. The winners, the people who won, they would either get the webtoon that won. It would either become an original, or they would be allowed to like pitch an original, a webtoon to become an original to the editors or to the webtoon team or whatever. So I was a bit like, I was taken aback. Then I was like, oh, now I see what's it all about. I get it. I get it now. I understand. Different stakes. Different stakes is not just competition bragging rights. So I got that. But yeah, let's backtrack for a second. Let's go through the problems that I noticed while I was during the whole process and everything, the whole aftermath of it. So the first one is that the whole thing was not advertised as it should have been. It definitely was not advertised as it could have been. It felt very last minute to me. Very last minute to me. I leave this to you guys to tell me what your experience was with it. But to take in mind, I was in a haze of like this was peak like essay and like seminar uni work. I was buried. I was buried. So maybe that was what was going on with me. That's what was going on. That's why I couldn't register that. That's why I couldn't register certain things. And I'll talk about that later. I couldn't register another thing. But yeah, it just wasn't advertised as I thought it could have been advertised. Like I just feel like when Webtoon wants to advertise something, they will advertise it to you. When they want you to know about something, you will be known about it. You will be buried under a barrage of marketing. So like Webtoon knows how to market. So the fact that this didn't really like register to me, I was a bit shocked. I was a bit confused. Can't lie. But again, other people to tell me what they felt about that, because to me I just thought it wasn't advertised as much as I thought it could have been to its most potential. Second thing of people were having technical difficulties. Not me though. Not me though. By the time I got around to it, it was fine. It was fixed. But yeah, apparently there was some technical difficulties. That and the Webtoon team. I think they said it was because of the amount of votes that were coming in. But yeah, I think the system just wasn't equipped to that. That's what they said. And apparently there were difficulties. So I'm just gonna take the word for it. Third thing is live voting. I'll touch on this in a second. But there was live voting. Apparently there was live voting. This is another thing that meant that I was in a haze. It did not register to me that there was live voting. Apparently there was live voting. Tell me there was live voting, or disprove to me that there was live voting. Was there really live voting? Was that really live voting? I don't know why it didn't register to me that there, and I voted in this thing. I'm telling you, I voted. But it was either I didn't notice it or I registered it as like sub counts. like subscriber counts of the website, but for some reason it just didn't click that this is a live voting process. I don't know, and I promise you I voted in this thing, so it's like so weird. I just didn't. Yeah. The fourth thing is that the voting process itself is very flawed. I put kind of flawed here, but it was kind of iffy. It was kind of iffy. You heard me read out the categories. It's very broad. It's romance, comedy, slice of life, fantasy, sci-fi, and supernatural. Six broad. I mean, sometimes they intercept, but kind of broadish, distinct categories. If I'm the average webtoon reader, if you take me as the yardstick, if I am the average webtoon reader, I do try to read as diversely as I can. I do try to, take a little bit from everything, but there's some certain things that I skew towards, to certain things that I like, certain things that I gravitate towards more. So, like, add that with the fact that these were canvas webtoons, so they're not even as known as much as, let's say, their original counterparts. It's not a good combination. It's not a good combination. So if that's the case, if 2 plus 2 is 4, why on earth would you make it compulsory to vote in every single category? Why would you make it compulsory to vote in every single category for your votes to be casted as a whole? That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any type of sense, because not only that, but like I said, apparently there was live voting. Live voting. Like I said, I didn't really clock this. I was in a haze. I don't understand what was going on there. But like, why would you? I'm lost. Why would you do that? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. What I did clock was the compulsory voting. It did it. Make it make sense. Webtoon, make it make sense, because now we have people who don't know what to vote for because they have no clue what these other webtoons are and what they are about, but like they're just forced into voting and they're going to vote. And couple that with the fact that there are live votes, you're just going to influence people into voting that may not have originally voted for the thing that they voted for. They're going to think, well, I don't know these webtoons, but they have a lot of votes, so they must be good, so I should probably vote for them. You know what I'm saying? You're biasing people. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And also, sidebar, if there really was live voting, imagine how demoralizing it would have been for a creator whose webtoon was up. I mean, I'm sure they took it like champs, but me, I'm a very petty person. I can be very sensitive. So if I saw that, I would have been like, oh, okay. But I mean, I would have been like, all of this could have been done in silence. All of this could have been done in, like, imagine. I would have preferred if all the votes were just counted elsewhere. It didn't need to be broadcasted like that. No, it wasn't needed. It was, what was the reason? What was the reason? But anyways, let's that to the side. Like, you're either going to get people who vote because they're influenced by the numbers. They're seeing these counts. If that's how the counts work, the live counts work, they're seeing it and they're like, oh, okay, this has quite a lot of numbers. Let me go click on the one that has the most. You're either going to get people who do that, or you're going to get people who don't vote at all because they don't want to vote disingenuously, because they're like, well, I don't know what this is all about. I don't know this webtoon. I don't feel comfortable enough voting, so they just don't vote at all. And the thing is that if they don't vote at all, they vote for, and the ones that they would actually have wanted to vote for don't even get cast because you're making voting compulsory. Or you get people who vote randomly. Like me, when I say randomly, I don't mean like without like I mean, like, I just look for the one that looked the most obscure to me, the one that I don't know, in the categories that I didn't know anything about, or I didn't know any of the webtoons. I just look for the ones that, oh, I haven't seen, and I was like, let me vote for you. Was that a good method? I don't know, and we'll never know. So but yeah, either way, the only people who are getting screwed over by that kind of like things, by the three different ways of like voting or non-voting, are smaller canvas creators. Like, flip it anyhow you want it, flip it any way, any which way. It's only the smaller canvas creators that end up getting screwed over the most. Which brings me to my fifth issue. Why would you let bigger creators who already have originals participate? It's blowing my mind. It's really, Why would you let them participate? You see the problem, right? I'm not the only one who sees the problem. You guys must see the problem as well. You see the problem. I mean, these creators to like get your bag, whatever. At the end of the day, your fans voted you in and everything, but it's giving me very Oliver Twist. It's giving me very Oliver Twist, but it doesn't even fall on you. Webtoon editors, do you not see the problem? Or the Webtoon team, whoever did this, whoever thought this was a good idea, do you not see the problem? You legit created a system where only popular creators will end up winning. I don't like, I don't know how it wasn't like registering, because they're popular, because they have a big fan base who are going to vote for them in their huge numbers. Next, you made voting in every category compulsory. People were gonna be like, well, I don't know anything about these webtoons, but this one looks sort of familiar because they're popular, so you see them more regardless of if you haven't even read. You're probably like, oh well, I know this one, I've seen this one, it's probably good. It's like I've never read some of those in my life. Like, which one haven't I read? I've never read Anti-Stalker, but I see it all the time on the Canvas thing. So it looks familiar. It looks, I didn't vote for it because I was like, I wanted to go for the more obscure ones, but it looked familiar. And people will go for that. They'll be like, oh, well, this looks familiar. Let me click on it. Let me click on it because it look like, what's not registering? What's not registering? So, yeah, let's normalize thinking things through. Let's normalize thinking things through. Creators with original shouldn't be allowed to participate in this thing because their popularity from other avenues probably push them to win even more. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not even like it's the I just it I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Like, I can bet some people who weren't even fans of them, who didn't even know the webtoons of the popular creators, like I bet you people who didn't even know about them, they've still voted for them. They still voted for them because, oh, they look familiar, or oh, it looks like they've got a lot of votes. So yeah, and they had a lot of votes and they look familiar because they're already popular and because they already have originals. Do you see how it all, you see the cycle, you see how it all loops together? Even if they didn't know them, they're probably like, oh, this art style looks vaguely familiar. You see what I mean? You see how it all just circles back. How it all just circles back. My sixth thing is that look at the webtoons with the highest amount of votes. Look at the webtoons with the highest amount of votes. Just go to the webtoon corner. Just look through. Play Dead got 70,410. Stalker and Stalker, or is it Stalker X Stalker? I don't know. Got 66,000. Everyone else got like in the 40,000. Do you see that? Are you seeing? I think the only other one that got like I think 60,000 was like what was it? I think it was Ava's Demons. Ava's Demons got like 60,000 something as well. But those top two, Play Dead and Stalker, they gapped the rest of them. They gapped them. Everyone else got like 40,000. Everyone else got like in the 40,000. The rest of the Play Dead got 70,000. Stalker got 66,000. So do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Do you know what's the similarity between those two? They both already have original webtoons. You see what I mean? The popular just get more popular, and that's just what happens. That's just what happens. But yeah, at the end of the day, you have to think to yourself, why did I do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? Why did I, as a webtoon creator, or I'm not a webtoon creator, part of the webtoon team, why did I think, let's make a canvas competition? Why did I do that? To uplift, right? I would think so. Like, this wasn't any old competition. This wasn't just, oh, let me just do a competition and then see who's most loved by the fans. Like, I definitely would think that it's to uplift. And if the aim of the game was to uplift, why would you let bigger creators come through? Why would you let not bigger creators in the sense of, oh, numbers, I mean bigger creators in the sense of, well, numbers as well, but like, they already have originals. Why would you let them participate? You understand? The whole thing was geared for them to win, whether intentionally or unintentionally. These are people's livelihoods at the end of the day. You know what I mean? The chance to become an original website, half of them, yes, half, 3/6. 3/6 of the winners already had originals. Half, 50%, guys, 50% already have originals. They probably have patrons on Patreon and all the other good stuff associated with having like exposure and originals, or multiple originals, as some of them do. or one of them does. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I heard you only become a webtoon creator, a webtoon original creator, if like a webtoon editor notices you. Like if they say, oh hey, yeah, this should be so it's not even like there's no specific number based threshold that you have to meet. A webtoon editor just has to pick you, and yeah, tell me if I'm wrong though. So tell me if I'm wrong. So what I want to know is why you would let creators with already existing pathways to you. They have pathways, they have contact to you, they have access to you. Why would you let them participate if they already have access to you? You already know about them, you already know about their works. At some time they would probably get another original because their name is already in your mouth, their name's already in your database, they're already on your front page of originals. So I don't understand why you would let them participate again. I don't understand, like, why. Just a thought, you know, just a thought. I don't know, I may be wrong in this whole like ins and outs. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not a webtoon creator. I'm not on any webtoon team. I'm not an editor. So I'm not a webtoon original creator, whatever. So I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know the access you have to editors and whatever. I just feel like you already have access to them. So why? I don't know. I don't. Just a thought. Just a thought. You tell me. You tell me. So anyway, that's the end of the video. This was the first Canvas Award. So hiccups are to be expected. We go again next year. Hopefully they will be fixed. Hopefully you rectify the system just a little bit, so you know it properly conveys what you would like it to convey. That's just, you know. So let me know if you, number one, you saw the live counts, if it registered to you, and I blank, everything hit empty. I don't know what's going on with me there. I can't remember seeing it, or if I saw it, maybe I just registered it as like a sub count. So it wasn't like, oh wow, this is live count. I don't know. So yeah, let me know if you saw that. Let me know if the webtoon you wanted to win won or didn't. Let me know your thoughts on the whole thing. Let me know if you had any other problems with this whole thing that I didn't even pick up on, or let me know if you disagreed with points that I had, blah blah. And yeah, also don't send hate. Don't send hate to any of the creators. So I was seeing that, oh, people were sending hate. That's what I saw in the comments, that someone else said that, oh, people are sending hate to this girl. Don't do that. Don't do that. Webtoon is never that deep. For us as readers, webtoon is never that deep. Can calm down. Is never that deep. It's never. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't do that, especially to the smaller ones. Especially smaller creators, don't send them hate. The bigger ones, don't send them hate either, but like they'll probably be able to like field it away. They will probably, it will get buried. But don't send hate either. But yeah. Like I said, I'm going to put this in my Webtoon Problems playlist. Yeah. I have videos coming up, but I just don't know. I just don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Let's go with the flow. Let's see what goes on. So yeah. Anyways,